Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another fun-filled night here on Spirit Connections. I am Tiffany Rice, Spirit Medium.
And I'm Stephanie Burke, Spirit Medium. And tonight we have a very special guest on. This is our lovely friend, Jodi St. Onge.
How you doing?
Hi, so happy to be here. Thank you for tuning in.
Go ahead, sorry.
No big deal. I was just telling everybody, what she owned and stuff.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Leave it to Tiff.
Owner of Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Take it away.
Why don't you say it, Jodi?
My name is Jodi St. Onge. I am owner of Blue Angel Healing and Wellness Center. We are located in Carver, Massachusetts on Route 58. We are located at the 40 North Main Street inside the Landmark Center building.
There you go.
How was that?
Much better. Well, this is the second time you're here on Spirit Connections.
Oh, I'm so happy to be back.
I'm so happy, too. You always bring in such good grounding energy, I'm telling you.
Oh, thank you.
We're such spazzes over here.
Well, I am a spaz anyway. Maybe we just blend really, really well because I had a blast here last time, so I was so looking forward to it. And when I talked to Stephanie, she was all over it, so I was psyched.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So we have a couple things coming up. Well, you have a couple things coming up.
I do. We are celebrating our annual Harvest Moon Fair celebration, which will be held on Saturday, October 26th from 11 to 4. And every year it just keeps getting better and better. Last year we raised a lot of money for a girl in Plymouth who underwent brain surgery. Well, she wasn't a girl, she was an adult, but and the monies that we raised helped to pay for some of the bills.
That's awesome.
And every year I just choose a different organization, and we have provided money or sent money over to the Red Cross before. And this year we're using a children's organization, which I can't say their name because I wasn't officially approved fundraiser-wise, but it is going towards a children's organization, and portions of the proceeds are all going to benefit children.
That's awesome.
And how awesome is that? And the Harvest Moon Fair is great. We have amazing readers. We have Reiki. We have amazing vendors. From the Frosty Dog in Carver will also be there, and we have Little Red Smokehouse, and awesome vendors like Awaki T-shirts will be there with her awesome logos. I don't know if you've seen those before, but they're very inspirational T-shirts. And everybody's putting a little bit of something into the raffle, and also 100% of that money raised will also go towards the Children's Fund, and portions of the proceeds for everything else will go to them as well. So it's a really good time, and we have live African dance and drumming, free mini classes.
Awesome.
We're working on getting some free music going down, and all kinds of different things to be going on that day.
Well, I'm excited because I'll actually be there. So.
Awesome. I know.
I can't wait.
I know.
I'm watching the page because she has a page set up on Facebook, and you're posting pictures of last year, and I'm like, I don't know if I can sit at my booth the whole time and pay attention to people. I want to go walk around and check things out because it's just fun to be a part of something like that.
It is a lot of fun, and all the vendors have a wonderful time, and they always want to come back, which is great. And the way I position everybody is I create a box, and all the entertainment is in the middle. So no matter where you are as a vendor or where you are just visiting, you're gonna see everything unless someone's standing directly in your view, and you're just gonna, excuse me, I'm watching the drumming.
Yeah.
No.
What kind of readers are you having?
We have angel readers, we have spirit mediums that are also going to be there, we have a tarot reader, and we have just traditional readers. Everybody has their own method and technique, which I really love. I also like to give newbies a chance to come out, so we have 2 brand new readers who are kind of making their debut this year.
Good.
And we have a total of 7 readers, all are very, very known within the South Shore community, I would say they're known because I know them, but and they're fantastic, and they're very heart-centered, which I love. And then the Reiki people that are coming in, we have amazing people who are facilitating hands-on healing, from pyramid healing to matrix healing to Reiki and Karuna and the new paradigm for multidimensional
so worth
transformation.
It, guys.
Yeah, and all of it really is, I tell people, plan on coming for the day. If you have kids, that's okay, bring them too, because we have face painting and pumpkin decorating and kid crafts that we have available for the children. We have D. Jean Photography is going to be there. She's an amazing photographer out of the Freetown area, and she is going to be offering harvest pictures at the Harvest Moon Fair. We have a whole scene that we're creating. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show pictures because the scene is going to be amazing, so people can come in and actually get their pictures for the holiday with us, and then maybe
That's awesome.
sign up for a package with her, which she's awesome, you know, for singer picks and stuff like that. So she's helping me out on that end. And there's so many other things that are going on.
I think
that
this is
day.
amazing.
It's so much fun.
And so that's happening from 11 to 4.
On
At
Saturday.
your location, where's your location again?
I'm located at 40 North Main Street in Carver, Mass, inside the Landmark Center building, and the event will be held outside in the back, but you
Okay.
have to walk through the front to get in.
Well, that's really good though, because it's kind of like contained then, and people can.
Yeah, and that way there's no cars driving
Yeah.
by, because a lot of people wanted me to
Right.
have it in the front parking space, which is right off the main drag, but I really like the back space because you're a little bit offset from the beaten track, and you have a little bit more privacy, and you have opportunity to hang out. We are going to have a walking labyrinth that will also be there, so
Ooh.
people can come in, and it's a 5-star path labyrinth that was created from Linden Hill, and she's bringing that over for me, so we'll be setting that up Friday night, and that'll be there all day Saturday for people who just want to come and contemplate and walk through the
I love it.
labyrinth.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And for those of you guys at home, again, this is Jodi St. Onge, and owner of Blue Angel Healing. If you want to ask Jodi a question, you can give us a call at 781-281-8433. Or you can go right into the chat room and then ask away.
Oh, please
Ask your
call.
question.
Come
Yes.
on, call us. We have so
Yes.
many awesome things going on.
I know. So, okay, so now we have the Harvest Moon Fair coming up on October 26th,
Yep.
11 to 4.
Yep.
What's going on with you? Because I know the last time you were here, there was some life changes that you were making to better yourself. And I know that we spoke before the show, and you've grown so much. So do you want to share any of that information with us?
Oh, what a journey. First of all, I love this journey. I love being in the healing arts and learning and growing, and every day is completely amazing. So my spiritually, my mediumship is heightened. I'm really connecting now, which is more so than before. I'm in constant contact with my angels and my guides, and at first it was a little creepy, and now it's wonderful. So I'm really used to them being there, and I just underwent and took Theta Basic Healing, the basic DNA. Oh, so awesome.
What is that? Tell me.
Theta Healing is it's just another form of healing, but it's not hands-on, although it can be. You can have some hands-on with it, but for the most part, it's connecting to Source, creator of all that is, and asking Source to come in and change whatever it is that perhaps you need to let go of some old belief systems. So we can actually body dowse, also called, what do they call that? Not body dowsing, muscle testing. We can muscle test and find out what you're harboring. It could be anxieties, could be fears, could be angers, could be something connected to a past life. And those belief systems, because everything is held in our cells, we all hold memory here. So if you have fear from your great-great-great-grandmother, that fear is going to hold into your body today. And it actually
Wow.
goes back 7 generations. So with Theta Healing, we just go right up to Creator and we change it. And then all of a sudden, then you body dowse again and you show that you've made the positive change.
Steph, who did we have on the show? Because this sounds very familiar. Was it Karen Polino? Does she do this?
I'm not sure.
No,
She
you're
might-
talking about Rosemary with Psyche. Psyche's muscle testing, but it's a different program.
Okay.
But all of it is amazing.
Yep.
The muscle testing is awesome. I would never have believed in it unless I experienced it myself. I actually had gone up there for several different reasons. I learned from a wonderful teacher. Her name is Pamela Lord. She's down in Florida right now, and she travels up here once or twice a year, and she's going to be coming back to teach. What an angel she was.
Wow.
Yeah, and just I can't even explain how much it moved me to be in this class and how it shifted my belief systems. You think that you're in abundance? Come and take Theta. We'll be able to find out if you really are. Because if you're not, maybe you held on to a vow of poverty. Well, we can change that. And that's how awesome it is. So I've been incorporating that into my I offer private sessions, like packages where people can sign up for 6
Great.
weeks of healing or 7 weeks of healing. And that incorporates a lot of life coaching. And I've finally been able to include the Theta Healing into that. And what huge changes people have already made, like by leaps and bounds. And you just get so excited.
Wow.
And they feel it instantly, and we become the witness for the healing. In Reiki, We are the facilitator, so we experience a lot of the energy as it moves through us. Well, you'll experience that sensation, but rather than, you know, us telling the practitioner, this is what the person receiving, this is what you're going to feel, we actually look at them and we say, so how did that feel? And they tell you what their experience is. I facilitated theta on my daughter. She's 7 years old. Oh my gosh, what kind of mother am I? She's going to be 9. And she had a really bad bellyache, and this was last week. So she stayed home from school, and I had some people I needed to see. And so I brought her with me, and I said, okay, well, we're going to come, and you can chill out and lay on the couch and read and color. And while we were there, I was facilitating theta and practicing on my colleagues at work. And I looked at my daughter, and I said, Sammy, do you want to try some theta? And she said, oh, yes, Mommy. And so she have to, in order to experience it, everyone sits with their hands just resting on their laps. And you ask them to close their eyes, and I had gone up into Creator of all that is, and I asked for unconditional love and healing to be sent to my daughter into every single cell and every molecule of her body, physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, everything. And I gave it a few minutes, and Creator tells you when it's done. You really find out, you ask for them to show you. And I asked my daughter, so how did that feel? And she says, oh, Mommy, I'm not kidding. It felt like God put unicorns on a rainbow, and it went into my belly and dropped all type and filled me up with cotton candy. And you know how much I like cotton candy? And that made me feel so good, and my belly feels a lot better. And that was instant for her. And then she was rolling around on the floor, and by the time I left, she probably could have gone back to school.
I was going to say, I'm like, this is something that happens to me every day. Unicorns, cotton candy.
I know, and rainbows.
And rainbows. Oh my.
I love rainbows. I know. Oh my.
I'm not going to comment on that, too.
So, I mean,
She secretly likes the rainbows, but she doesn't tell anybody.
I'm totally into unicorns, but I think Tiff's pulling our legs a little bit, that her every day is like cotton candy, unicorns, and rainbows.
I would like every day to be like cotton candy
Right.
and unicorns.
Yeah.
So is there any way you could demonstrate that with us? Or is there like
Yeah.
a short form?
Oh, it only takes a few minutes. I could do it on you if you want.
I was going to say, we can be your test subjects.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
We
do
love
that
to
now.
We've
All
taken
right.
a more hands-on approach to our show. We had Mandy Avery come on, and I said, I'll let you read me on the show. And she does animal medicine cards, which are very different than other
Yes.
cards. So it was kind of cool for her to, facilitate a reading and then really show people what it's actually about. So
Yeah.
we're totally into hands-on now. So
Oh,
we're
I
just
love
gonna
that.
continue to- so
I
go
love
for it.
that.
Do
Oh,
whatever
awesome.
you'd like to show.
Okay.
Yes, whatever
So,
we can.
We are
so
your
this
guinea
is, I'm going to
pigs.
put this over here, just
I'll hold
because.
it over here for you. So that way
Just
you don't-
because. So I want you to
crash.
face me.
Oh, good. I was like, I'm
Okay,
not
you
gonna
can back
stand.
up just a little bit.
Wow, you don't want to be this close?
Oh, we're so close.
Okay.
She'll sit in your lap if you let her. Trust me. She'll go home with you if you let her. To be very
That
careful.
would be all right. That might be fun. Although we probably drive my family crazy because we would
Oh,
be up all
absolutely,
night
yeah.
Go
talking
back and
about the
forth.
deceased people.
Yeah.
And then Sammy would get involved, and she's my little one. She sees.
Oh, little nugget.
I know.
Good.
I love it. She talks about the guy that's in the house. He walks around, and all I see is his legs. That's what she says.
So funny. That's like
And
me
then, my other daughter is in disbelief, and I love her dearly, and that's fine. I believe in my heart of hearts that she's an animal communicator because she's so connected with animals. I mean, she hears them talk to her. That's animal communication, but she says, oh no, everyone talks to animals like that. I was like, okay. Anyways, she's not open yet to mediumship, and Samantha is. So Sammy and her go at it all the time. She go, so what about that guy standing behind you? She snaps her finger.
Oh my
And
goodness.
she cocks
I
her little
love
neck,
it.
and she's gonna be 9.
Little mediums.
Oh, I do. She kind of came born with like wings and little bells on her toes, and of course we gave her a Reiki attunement like 10 minutes after being born. Should I even announce that?
It's
But
fine.
it was fine. But you know what's
interesting?
interesting? As a young child, I mean, she's still a young girl, and I attuned her to Reiki 1, or my Reiki master did, and just so that she could be more grounded in Mother Earth, so she would be more heart-centered, and in accordance with her higher self. There's no class. You can't teach a child how to facilitate Reiki, or never mind an infant. But I'll be at home facilitating, or maybe she joins me at Reiki clinic, and she pulls up the stool. She does open spiral. She goes right into Gasho prayer, sacred breath, and she feels them come in.
That's really cool.
And that is worth it's just such a blessing. It's priceless. So it's really a nice treat
Especially
when she's
she's
home.
a part of you too, which
Yeah.
is just even cooler.
It's a continuation.
I know, it's the coolest. And everyone loves receiving from her. And she will literally, she'll be working right on the crown chakra. And she'll say, so how did that feel?
That's so cute.
You know, and she welcomes them and she takes people's money
Right.
too. When she, I'll take your money. And she knows how to open the register. And she's like, oh, did you want change? I don't know how to do that yet. But she'll welcome everyone. Welcome to the Blue Angel Healing Center. And she's so cute. And I
She
love
owns
her.
it.
Well, she says, what? She goes, I'm the co-president. She's the co-president
That's so
because
funny.
I'm the president. So I go, oh, whatever you want, honey. If you want to be the owner, the everything, then that's fine too.
Right, I'll work for you.
Exactly.
Yep.
So she really likes it. So let me try some theta on you. So I'm gonna just send unconditional love and healing with your
Okay.
permission. Do I have permission to
You have
ask
my
Creator?
permission.
You have to ask permission because we have a thing called free will. So if you didn't
Very
give me
true.
that permission, it wouldn't come in.
I'm giving you permission.
Okay, so I'm just gonna zip you up. And we do that to bring in our energy field so that
Should
we're
I
not
close my
intermixed.
eyes? Sorry.
Yeah, you can close your
Okay,
eyes.
I'll close my eyes.
And I'm going to zipper you, and I'm going to zipper me. And I'll just take one moment. Hi. So how did that feel?
Well, I'll tell you, I definitely, do you want me to?
Yep,
Okay,
it's
so-
your experience.
Okay, so my experience, I definitely feel more grounded. It's almost as if someone was putting their hands on my shoulders, going down like that. Also, to dominating colors, I kept on seeing violet, and I also kept on seeing yellow.
Wonderful. Cool. Isn't that really cool?
Yeah.
And that's just unconditional loving healing, which
Yeah.
I can send to every single person. So if somebody messaged me on Facebook and said, Jodi, could you please send me some unconditional love and healing? I can just send it. It's not about permission because everybody deserves unconditional love and healing.
Absolutely.
However, if somebody, we still have the free will bit, if someone says, can you please send healing to my sister's brother's former roommate who lives in Oklahoma, you might want to have some permission for that if you're sending it for a heart condition or for depression or anything else. But I always just say, yes, of course, and I send unconditional love and healing. And then if they're interested in more, then they can do that.
Right.
Sessions are this fast, but you can be in session for theta healing for up to an hour or more because every time we remove something, it's this session, and then we body douse, and then we come back, and then we work on something new. So in every experience you have is completely different. So some people feel like there's unicorns and rainbows and cotton candy, like my daughter,
Yep.
and then other people see all the colors that are coming in. So, and that's very interesting. So there must be needing work on your solar plexus, which is your power.
Yes.
Okay, this is also your energy, because you're always burning the candle at both ends, and I know you because I'm friends with her and I watch her stuff on Facebook. So I know you're everywhere and you're always working. And violet energy is coming in, I believe, because that's that direct connection to spirit that you have.
Yep.
And it's continually clearing and awakening us. It's pretty cool stuff.
I love it. I always talk about chakras, and part of my meditation, I usually include the chakras. So
Oh, absolutely.
I'm usually telling someone else, like, this is what I'm feeling for you, blah, 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 blah. So it's nice to actually hear someone say, hey,
Yeah.
this is what's going on with you. 'Cause
And that's what I
sometimes
felt.
And it's funny because sometimes we're not as clear on our own self, our own true self,
Yeah.
where we are for others. you know?
Absolutely. Well, we don't want to deal with our own stuff. Oh, no. Oh, no, we're just going to, yeah, we'll deal with that. We're going to put that over on the back burner.
Yeah.
And then we'll deal with it later. And I tell my students that all the time. I said, you have to facilitate, you have to receive. We need it just as much as we're facilitating it. And if we don't, then we're not going to be feeling it 100%.
Right.
And us, see, you're a giver. You just want to give. I just want to give. Me, I'll get me later. But I'm working on that.
Yeah.
And that's something I've been working on, is allowing myself to receive and being
Yes,
true to
so
myself.
important.
Taking a break. You know, if I don't feel right, I'm going to take a break and say, hi, I'm sorry, we need to reschedule. I need to allow my energies to assimilate. I need to take a break today. We will reschedule for a day or two. And I let everybody know that ahead of time so that they know that not to take it personal, because I really want to be at 110% for my readings
have to.
and my healings. Otherwise, you're paying me good money to work for you. I want to give you
Right.
100% of me.
Right.
So, you know,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Steph.
So what's going on? Oh, yeah, you want to try? Oh, awesome.
That's okay.
Oh, let's hug.
Oh, okay. Well, because we both went in. I was
Well,
like,
you know what
oh.
it is? I learned that there's a proper way to hug.
Oh.
Right, so when we're hugging this way, it's awkward, right? We're like, hi.
Hi.
All right, so then we hug this way. We go heart to heart.
Oh, heart to heart. I always wonder what your face looks like during a hug.
Yours is really
said
creepy.
just- I know. I say, do I close my eyes? Do I keep it open? And then do I look at the people that are looking at me hugging? I don't know.
Isn't that funny?
Maybe I overthink it.
Maybe. But I think about that, like if I'm kissing my husband, like what do I look like? Are my eyes closed? Do we open them?
I think
Yeah.
that's always awkward, no matter what.
I know.
I think
Like,
it's
what does
just
that
weird.
look like?
Yeah.
And then if you do
It's
open your
probably
eyes,
like-
it's definitely awkward. And then it's almost like walking and chewing gum,
Yeah.
you know?
See,
Exactly.
I don't care.
I try not to think about any of that.
The only people that watch me is my animals.
Wait, you keep your eyes open?
I don't know. You don't think about it.
Oh.
You don't physically think, I'm going to close my eyes now before you do this. You just do it.
Don't make me laugh.
I
I'll
think the
call.
only people that notice whether
I'm
I
getting
do
a
or I
little told,
don't
so
is
like whenever
probably
time you
Bianca.
laugh, I just want to be like,
Oh, do we
please
need-
don't spread
oh,
your
no,
germs.
we don't want germs. Oh, no, that's fine. I'm impervious to germs.
Yes.
You can do that with Theta.
Yeah. She's got lots of them.
That's fine.
I've been,
fine.
I've
I'm
been
not
calling her a
scared.
germ factory for like
I'm not
week-
afraid.
a week now.
I'm
Somewhere.
not afraid.
I am, because she's disgusting.
Oh,
I am not disgusting.
she's really not disgusting.
The
Okay.
snotting is not fun. But it scares me.
Like
It scares me.
Yeah, I do a lot of weird noises.
Ooh, did I step on you? Sorry.
That's
Hit.
okay. I'm just going to pull my hair
were
up
together
'cause I like to
for-
do that on TV.
Yeah, I do it all the time. It's
You
okay. My hair's about as long as yours, so if I leave it down, I'm like, oh, I have to touch it.
I know. It's driving me crazy already.
She got sick on like Saturday, so I was
Oh,
with her
it
the
was
whole night, and I was
awful.
like, "Don't come near me, don't touch me." And then somebody told me, because I'm a wicked germaphobe, so somebody told me that she took a drink out of my hot chocolate, and I was devastated. And then,
I did not.
but I
Sorry.
had to confirm it with her that it was not true.
Oh,
But I was having a hard time
yeah.
dealing with the fact that she might have done it. I have OCD. It's not
That's
my
okay.
fault.
Well, that's all right. See, and that's all right. That's
Yep.
understandable. You know, there's like Howie Mandel. He's a germaphobe.
What are you doing?
Smelling salts. Wake up! I'm supposed to be
Like, what's
healing
coming
you.
over your
No.
shoulder?
No,
Yeah.
it's one of my friends is a distributor for Young Living essential oils.
Oh, I love Young Living.
So I got a packet of a bunch of oils so I can
Oh.
use it in my
Smell it.
meditation,
So what did
and that
you-
was one of the ones that it came with.
Oh,
That
it's
was
got a
stress
roll
away.
on.
It came with a roll. Yeah, like it was regular, and then I could just put it on any of them. But
I love the roll on.
yeah,
It smells yummy.
it smells like a vanilla love.
It does.
Smell it, Steph.
It does smell
Does it
it.
have your germs on it?
Just don't touch your nose to it.
I wonder what the spice is at the end.
Oh,
I can
Can't
find
quite
out.
make it out. It probably says it on the bottle. They're all mixtures of their
funny.
oils, so
So good.
it's got that weird kick to it
yeah.
at the
That
end.
it smells like that goddess oil. Have you ever smelled that
Yes.
before? It has that smell
Yeah.
to it.
I feel like it's lemon, vanilla.
Probably
Do they
sounds-
listen?
I will read it while you guys do your.
I just-
thing, so
I just
will-
ordered thieves oil.
I just use, if you put it on your tongue, it makes it numb. But it's great because I said I was getting over this cold, and so
Who told you to do that?
you told me, but I didn't realize that because my friend Jennifer, who sells the Young Living, she's like, yep, just put it right on your tongue, and it makes it completely numb.
Yeah.
And I got nervous. I thought I was overdosing on thieves.
We don't want overdosing on
But-
thieves.
Well, she said she had a sore throat. I said, go home. I said, read how much you're supposed to because I'm not sure. I said, but gargle with thieves oil.
I did
It'll
one
get
of
the
these.
germs out of your throat.
I did a little shake.
Yeah, that's just because you're you. But
I want to use it on my dog.
yeah.
I need to find out, make sure it's okay for her. She
I
has a
don't
little
know. Oh, it
tumor on her
is.
lip.
Yep.
So it's going to cost us like $2,200 for surgery to remove this tumor,
Pet
which
insurance.
which I have that, but it's
Really?
still I have so much maxed out on there. So I thought, well, we could use thieves oil, and a friend of mine recommended it, and so we ordered it. And
Good.
so as soon as it comes in, I'm going to put it on Kira and see how that works, and because she's always biting it and.
Poor thing.
And I'm one of those. I'm one of those like moms for my animals. Like I
Yep.
like to try holistic 1st. I facilitated hands-on for my cat when he was attacked by a coyote, and
I
he
remember you
survived.
saying that,
And he's the miracle kitty.
My
So
cat's alive right now thanks to Reiki. He had a big old tumor. He had
Yeah.
cancer. They wanted to remove his leg, and let's see, he was 2 at the time, so 14 years later,
Yeah.
he's still alive. And they said he only had 2 months to live, so I believe in it.
yeah,
There's
I believe
nothing
it
else that-
works.
yep.
You got to try it. You got to try it, peeps.
Yep.
Anyone calling in? Come on, give us a call.
Well, don't call yet because you're
Oh,
gonna
wait.
be
Oh,
doing.
yeah, I'm gonna
okay,
do
you
the
do that,
theater.
and I'm gonna get your
right.
answer.
Okay.
All right,
Under the
okay. Just tell me
table.
what I need to do.
Hands is just sitting
Okay.
on your, like this is good.
Okay.
Or you could have them up either way.
Okay.
And you can close your eyes. And do I have your permission to ask Creator of all that is to send unconditional
you
love and
do.
healing? Okay, very good. So I'm going to zipper you up. I'm going to zipper me up because I already crossed over my arms. So what was that sensation like?
That was interesting. I couldn't see anything you did. I didn't watch you do it with Tiff, but it felt like somebody kept touching my hand the whole time on the right side. It almost felt, I don't even know how to describe it. So I kept feeling almost like energy waves just keep going up from like my chin upwards. And then I kept feeling it go up my shins and then up my face.
Very cool.
I couldn't tell if your hands were moving or anything like that. I'm
Nope.
like, I don't think she's touching me.
Nope.
But I can feel it. And then it felt like somebody kept touching the top of my hand, just like this. Just
Cool.
kept like really going across my fingers. But I kept seeing it's like a bright purple and bright green together. But
Wonderful.
I I've been noticing lately that I've been pairing purple and green together for everything, nonstop.
So there's a reason for that.
I know there is.
Yeah.
But I keep doing it subconsciously, and I don't realize it. Like,
Yeah.
I went to go get, it actually started with, I walked in to buy a new pendulum, because I'm sure you know, like, pendulums kind of pick you,
Oh, yeah.
and mine didn't like me, so it removed itself from the chain.
Oh, don't you love it when that
I
happens?
didn't like it
I've
at
lost
all.
a lot of really expensive things that way.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, well, I guess I gotta get a new one, but the one that chose me was a piece of fluorite.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, I'm not really into fluorite, whatever, I'll just buy it. And then I went to get my Reiki Master teacher certification. Linda had given it to me, and when she said, okay, open your eyes, she turned the light on, she had a big old piece of fluorite in her hand.
oh, I just got chills.
So, I'm like, this is weird, it's a pattern, it keeps going. And so since then, that was over a year ago. As of lately, probably within like the past like 2 or 3 months or so, I keep making everything purple and green. And people are starting to say to me, why is everything, my husband, why do you keep doing this? And I finally realized once he said it, I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that's why I was doing it. But, and like explaining to him, don't be alarmed, but.
Everything's pink and green. Purple and green.
Yeah, everything's purple and green, everything.
Including your sweatshirt.
Oh my God, look,
Yeah.
my shirts are purple and green.
Well, fluorite is one of the 7 main healer stones.
Right.
And it's wonderful. You can put it anywhere in the body, and it activates deep healing, relieves stress. It's kind of a magic stone.
Yep.
I like to look at that. And then look at that, the opening of your heart is what I heard. And it's allowing for more energy from Creator to come in.
Yep, it's things are intensifying. If you can say
Awesome.
that. So it's interesting, but I keep doing these things. So when I saw purple and green, I'm like, oh, there it is again. I see it again.
So that's where you need to where
Yep.
you need to receive it.
Yep, I do. So
Never judge
it's cool.
things and ask why. Overanalyzing it doesn't help.
I am the biggest overanalyzer ever.
Me too.
It's so bad. People look at me like, why are you doing that? I psychoanalyze everyone too. It's just a part of who I am, but I think it's just like I can see things beforehand, so I analyze even more. And
Are you
makes
an
it worse.
Aquarius?
No, I'm an Aries.
You're an Aries? Very fiery. I wonder if you have any Aquarian in there.
I know my
Pisces. Oh.
Well, Aquarians are
Pisces.
very analytical. I'm an Aquarius.
my moon is Pisces and my rising is Gemini.
Oh, it's a Gemini.
It's the
I know,
Gemini.
Gemini.
Are you a Gemini?
No, I'm Aries, double Virgo.
Oh my God, you guys are both Aries. Oh, that's right. You have like birthdays almost on
But
the
we
same day.
do, we had Robin Curtin on, who
Yeah.
is awesome spiritual astrologer, and she did our charts for us, and
Oh,
we
wonderful.
can see, because we're so, even though we're Aries, we're so different.
I
in
would
a lot
never
of
pick you
ways.
both as Aries because I've met a lot of Aries in my day.
But a lot of people say that to us because we're not your typical Aries. Like
Yeah.
we have some typical traits, but I've always said like I don't follow along. The only thing I am is really headstrong, and like I'm always on a mission.
Yeah, and that's the Aries.
totally Aries. And I follow my own path. I'm my own leader. Like I was always the kid that had the idea or like the logical explanation, like or to fix something.
Right.
Like that's totally Aries. But my emotions and everything else is so not Aries. So Robin came on. she's
Well, your
like,
emotions
wow.
are ruled by your moon sign.
Yep. So Pisces. So I am a total, like my emotions are total Pisces. Like something aggravates me, I'll walk the other way. I won't even want to deal with it because I feel it deeper than other people do.
Absolutely.
And I've always been that way. Like if something
Pisces people are very psychic too.
so I don't deal with it. I'm just but my Gemini, when she said that, she's like, okay. She's like, you were the analytical child. She's like, you're always the kid that was asking why to everything. And
Why?
she blew up. She's like,
Why?
I can't believe it. You still do that. I do.
All the time.
Why?
But why? But why this? Why? Why? And I'm like,
I
can
need
you
to
just do
know
it? Can you just do it?
everything.
Can you
just
not
do
ask
it?
why?
Yeah, just do it.
Her Virgo gets aggravated by my Gemini.
Yeah, my Virgo is constantly like, well, Virgo the Virgin, everything's brand new, and same with Aries. Aries is the first sign, you know.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like
And
with me, I'm very.
Virgos are very book smart, and they're really good with numbers and
I'm good with numbers.
and like on that business sense, Virgos are very good. So that's okay. It's all right. We'll work on the patience part. We can
Yeah,
get it
it's
out of you
hard.
with Theta.
Aries have no
Just kidding.
patience either. So
Right.
I think that's where that comes from too. But it's funny because we said to her, like, we want to know why we're so different, even though we're supposed to be, you know, everybody follows their zodiac sign and that's it. They read the horoscope in the newspaper and they think that's the explanation to their life.
No.
So we were trying to like dig deeper to show people like this is the difference. And we laugh because I'm more of the grounding energy, where she's the more like up here, and I usually have to like throw the rope and lasso her down and calm her down, and everything is always like, this is she's going. I'm like, okay, like I'm more like the laid back. So the two of us together, like people will look at us and they're like, this is so different. How do you do it? But it's however it works out.
Yeah.
Like I'm the initiator. Like her and I, she'll say, okay, so what do we have going on? And I'll say, okay, I talked to this person, that person, that person, that's, you know, I'll have 5 different things. And she's like, okay, so what do we have? Like, definitely.
Nothing.
I have to get back to that person and then get back to this person. But we have 5 things that we can do. We just have to figure out what it is that we have
So
to
I
do.
come in and I try to like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Like, just make like the definite plans, but she gets the in between. So it's weird how it works, but
You're like
it's
yin
funny.
and yang.
Yeah.
Yeah. so
Exactly. We're exact opposites,
like
but it works.
That's
Go,
awesome.
go, like-
That's why you blend. That's awesome.
Our Aries butt heads sometimes, but not as much as you'd think. And that's what we were trying to figure. People always say Aries can't be friends. Like, you guys are too crazy, but
But I think it's because you're so, like your Pisces is so deep, where it almost, even though you're not mellow, you have a calming, mellow effect to you, as opposed to me just being like, wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I know.
Yeah.
For me,
She is like that.
I'm just so.
I know. And then even when it comes to talking to people, like say for being on the show with you, I'd be like, Jodi, you want to come on the show? I have this date, that date, this date. It's from 6:30. Here's where you know, you gotta go. This is the directions to the studio. This is what you have to do. What do you want to talk about? You tell me. Where Steph's approach would be,
Exactly what I did. Okay, Jodi, you want to be on the show? All right, I moved some people around. I can do next week. How does that work for you? Okay, cool.
Blah,
Like
blah,
that's
blah,
just
blah, blah.
very short and to the point.
Yeah.
But that's just easier.
And that's
for
funny,
me.
and I've had it from both of you guys. So absolutely, she's like that, and she's like that.
yeah.
I like to work things out beforehand, so that way when I approach the person, it's just quick, easy, simple, done, over with, no stress, and she'll throw all the stress at
Oh,
you.
it
so you
wasn't
have to
stressful.
pick. No, but that's just how
It's more
she is.
stressful
She'll-
because I'm on TV.
Oh, it's not that bad.
It's definitely not that bad.
Usually,
No, it's not.
usually Tiff will take care of that for you. She'll say something
Yeah.
totally off the wall, and then we'll go off that. But it takes the pressure off
Well,
of
what
people.
you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very, if I want to talk to you about polar bears or panda bears, I will.
She totally will.
Or if I want to talk to you about, you know, tattoos.
Oh,
I've been
tattoos.
really into tattoos lately.
I love tattoos.
I know we're totally
Don't
off
say
subject.
that, because I've been talking about getting a new one for the
I've
longest
been
time.
stalking, so, shocker, stalking. What is her name? Is it Melissa Massacre? She is from one of the shows, and it's covering up the like batting.
Batting?
Yeah.
That show?
And her work is amazing. So I follow her on Instagram, and I've been like stalking like every photo, and I have some ideas. I
Nice.
really want to go and get more.
You want your sugar skull, don't you? Or you
or
want
maybe not skull, but maybe in another form.
Interesting.
Same idea, but just in a different form.
I can't tell you how many ideas. I have all these ideas, and Pinterest is the worst thing for someone with a tattoo idea. I'm addicted to Pinterest, and it's horrible.
Oh, I love Pinterest.
It's the best thing in the world, but I
All
can't
the ideas
stop.
of the world are there.
I can't stop. I am. It's bad, but
Do they have like an addict group you can go to for that?
I don't know. We might have to start one.
I think we should.
Blue Angel next week.
That's great. You're addicted
We'll have
to
a support
Pinterest.
group.
Please join us
Just
at
bring-
our Pinterest support group.
Just bring your iPads. You can go on Pinterest the whole time.
And we do have Wi-Fi available.
Oh, that's perfect. I will be there. I'll be there every day. Jodi, look at this. Jodi, look what I found.
But you're right, it can get overwhelming being on
lose
any
time.
of those sites.
You don't
Even just
realize.
going online when I'm looking for something. But so many people, they get tattoos because they have meaning. And there's
Right.
always something hidden underneath why
That's why
they get
it
the
takes me
tattoo.
so long.
So it's better that you take your time with it because
Yes.
it's going to be on your body for the rest of your life. I have a butterfly on my ankle, and I had got that when I was, as soon as I turned like 18 years old. I remember I went up to the Mad Hatter, and I passed out. Yep, I did.
Oh my goodness.
I did. I remember the guy heavily tattooed was like catching me, but I was very uncomfortable, and but I really love my tattoo, and I wouldn't change it
Right.
for anything. But what self-restraint I needed to do for myself to not get additional tattoos, and I'm now ready to get, and I'm going to get my Blue Angel Healing
that's
logo,
awesome.
my blue feathers like on my shoulder. So I was going to do that,
That's
and then
really
maybe
cool.
some kanji or something. And there's lots of orbs in here. That's so funny. We have people
We
coming
get
in
them
to
all the
say
time.
hi.
We-
Hi, friends.
We have lots of friends here.
Oh, I love that. I love spooky places.
We do too. That's
I
our
know.
thing.
It's spooky South
we
Coast after it all.
we like it.
I know.
We enjoy it. But some people don't agree with
love
us, but I love it. That was me. I think I waited a whole year and a couple months after I turned 18, and
Yeah.
I got something that was inscribed on my ring tattooed on my foot.
Oh, perfect.
And it's in Gaelic, so not everybody can read it, but I know what it means, and that's what's important. Then I waited till I was maybe like 2 or 3 more years before I got the next one.
Yeah.
And that was, a lot of thought was put into that too. But now it's been a while.
Yeah.
I think since like 2010, so it's been almost 4 years.
2008 for me, because I had my first one I got when I was 21 for my dad, and of course it's backwards. So I'm thinking
very true.
about shocker. So I think I might cover that up, but do something, again for him.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting. I have 31 little stars on my foot.
Oh, cool.
And then I ended up getting angel wings, shoulder to shoulder angel wings.
You did?
Yes.
You have them?
Yes.
Oh, I want to see.
We'll show after.
Okay.
Because Steph, I never even realized you had that second tattoo. Remember?
Oh, that's right. I still haven't
we were
showed it to
talking
you,
on
have
the
I?
phone, and you're like, "Well, yeah, I have this." She has this. Can I tell them?
Yeah.
Just a huge rib piece. I'm like, where'd you come up with a rib piece? So
You do.
Yeah. So we'll have to show our
I
tattoos
know,
after.
after.
But
How did
This
you
is a
decide?
very healing topic here. I
Yes.
understand that.
Yes.
But
it
it
is.
is because that's something that we can talk about, is that there are so many people, especially in the readings that I give.
Yes.
Tattoos come up all the time. I love tattoos, so I think that's why it comes up so much for
Yeah.
me. But
They
so
like to
many
talk
people-
about it too,
Yeah,
I think.
because it's almost like a memorial that people
Yes.
put on their body, whether it's the person's name, their face, whether it's a butterfly, or whether it's a backward Scottish Lowenbrow. Okay,
It's okay that it was backwards.
It's backwards. Nobody knows except my family directly from Scotland. But
Oh, my.
How did you discover it was backwards? I have to ask.
because after I got it done, it was like Easter time. It was like a week after I got
love
it
these
done.
stories.
Okay, so I went to my aunt's house for Easter because I got it, I think April 21st. 1999. No, it had to have been 2000 because it was after my dad passed away.
Guess how old I was.
So I don't want to. So,
have
I
to,
had,
I'm sorry.
of course, it was in an area where I could just show people. So I was showing everybody, and my uncle's like, in his brogue, it's backwards. And I'm like, what? What? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
What a bummer. Well, that's all right. The
now
thought
it's
was
kinda-
there.
Yeah, and I always forget that it's there. And that's
Maybe
the-
Dad just is laughing at it.
Well, because he would laugh
But you
at
know
me.
what?
Yeah.
Honest to God, that's totally something that your dad would be giggling at.
I
because
know.
Tiffany is just that person.
Yeah,
She's
so
just that
I
person
wouldn't
that would get
change
the
it.
backwards
Right.
tattoo.
I would leave it backwards.
It's been this long. Why not just leave it backwards?
Well, I could, but I'm trying to think of where to place my other one, so I just figured, because it's just going to grow.
I know they always
Well,
do.
not my tattoo.
I was gonna say your tattoo's not gonna grow, honey.
I know.
It's not gonna
Just
grow.
the
I
promise.
like to put my tattoo in areas that might not grow. But and it's so funny because my mom
Changes the whole tattoo.
Yes.
Believe me.
My mom said, she's like, well, what are you going to do when you're 60? And I said, Ma, when I'm 60, I probably won't be able to look behind me anyway. So,
Oh my
But you
God,
know what?
Tiff.
It's funny because our generation, we have so many people that are just covered. And so there's going to be a lot of elderly people that are going to be covered in tattoos. And we're
There are
elderly,
people now that are covered in tattoos, and
Right.
it's all okay. If you're passing judgment on that, really.
Yeah, you have some
Find something
issues.
else
Yeah.
to
My dad didn't
to
get his
judge.
first tattoo until I got mine.
Really?
Yep. He was like, you're not going to get a tattoo, you're not going to get a tattoo. So I went and I got a tattoo. And I came home, and it was the smallest thing on my foot ever. And I came home, and he's like, okay, did it hurt? And I'm showing him, like he wasn't showing any any emotion whatsoever. And then he's like, all right, well, now I want one. So I went I think like the next month, and I went with him to get his.
Yeah.
And then I got my second one. He got his second one a couple months later. So
Awesome.
you never know. And that was like way later in life. He could have gone and gotten 1,000 tattoos, but he waited till I did.
Right.
So
Right.
it's cool,
You
I
never
think.
know.
No, my family was not happy that I got a tattoo. I
my
remember I
goodness.
came home and I had just done it on a whim. You know, I was vacationing
Yeah.
with my girlfriend, and then we came back, and my sisters, my youngest sisters, Allison and Julie. My sister Julie's in labor right now, having her
goodness.
4th child. Yay! Keep going, girl. You can do it. But I'll never forget that because my grandmother, God rest, my grandmother Noni, she wasn't happy. Oh, she called me every name, hussy to this, that, and the other thing, and I won't name what she was calling me. But, you know, we had an image to uphold, and if I'm like a Saint Germain kind of girl, I can't do that, even though I'm a Griffin, but I'm also a Saint Germain, because my mom's a Saint Germain, my dad's a Griffin. Long story. Anyways, you know, it's just marriage. So my grandmother Noni was really upset, and then my mom was really upset, and she gave me some choice words too, and she almost wanted to ground me, but then realized I am over 18, you can't do that. So my sisters decided to take the fake tattoos, and they were covered all over their legs and their ankles, all over their arms, and I'll never forget that, and all I did was laugh, and I sat back in my glory going, what are you gonna do now? And now my sister Julie has tattoos, and my sister Allison doesn't, and but that's okay because she's a lawyer. That might not be really too kosher, but it's fine. You know, it's all good, and they don't like point fingers anymore at me for having a tattoo.
It's so accepted these days. Everything is so much more accepted, even what we do.
Absolutely.
Everything with-
Isn't that so wonderful? I remember when I started facilitating Reiki. That was back in we'll say 1998, 99. And I started facilitating. Linda was my teacher. I love you, Linda. And
Linda Lynch.
Linda Lynch from Windwalker Healing. And people went, what are you, Reiki?
Yep.
What is that? Hands on, oh, that voodoo stuff? That voodoo? Now let's fast forward over 10 years. How awesome is it now?
Yep. It's
yeah.
everywhere.
Oh, you do the healing thing? Oh, yeah. And it's
I've heard of
all
that.
accepted. I've heard about
Yeah.
that. And I'll tell you, if it wasn't for the National Nurses Association of America accepting Reiki as a form of natural healing, we probably wouldn't be here today. Although I have to give a lot of credit to Mrs. Takata, who brought Reiki to the United States. And I'm very happy with her doing that. I mean, I wouldn't be doing what I do today without her. And it is the best job in the whole world.
Yes, it is.
I am filled with lots of love and hugs, and I can't put a price tag on that.
No, you can't.
I go to work, and I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, healing's going on today, Blue Angel Healing! And I get up, and I'm happy, and I'm in a good mood. And then I leave, and I stay at work, and I love being there. I walk in, I go, hi, peeps! And, you know, to all my angels who are protecting the store, and the guides, and the people who come in. The people who come in really make my center. I have the best people who come in to receive. They are so beautiful and they're so wonderful, and I would not be where I am today without them coming in. So to all my peeps out there, I love you so much, and I get all choked up. I love my peeps because they are really wonderful, and I get hugs greeting and ending, you know, and that's awesome. And to watch them evolve and to see them heal, that's the miracle.
That's what I don't
It's
think
not
people,
facilitating, it's watching the miracle in
absolutely.
action.
I don't think people understand that, because you usually have the people that, like the one-timers, like they'll do one session with a reading or a healing, and then boom, done. No, you have to like work with those people, check up on them, make sure that they're okay. You know, that one checkup could mean the world to them, or that could change a life decision of theirs. Like if they're down in the dumps or they're feeling bad, and once you take somebody on like that, you're with them for life, is what I feel. It's just you're always there.
Forever connected.
I was just going to say connected.
Forever. And same with having students, because I teach a lot of different students. I've been teaching Reiki for a really long time, since 2004 officially, and that's when I started teaching. I gave it a few years because I was like so not ready.
I think everybody does.
Yeah, when I first got my Reiki master, I waited a few years so that I knew my stuff. But I'm so connected to all my students and forever connected. And we have a bond. And it doesn't matter if we don't see each other every day or every year. maybe we just talk once a year or twice a year, but that bond is still there, and that's amazing.
Right.
That's awesome. And I love watching my students evolve into beautiful, amazing healers, because that's what they are.
That's
And
what it's about.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of times you play the role of filling that void, that spiritual void that so many people are trying to create for themselves, and they don't realize that they can harness it too.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think all of it is fantastic, and you're right. A lot of people will come in and they receive Reiki one time and then they leave. They're not really giving Reiki a chance, or any form of hands-on healing. I always recommend be seen multiple times. That's why I offered my programs, because in my teachings, and here I'm teaching masters, and I'm teaching them about Takata's teachings. And when people came to receive from Mrs. Takata, they received every day for months. She cured blindness. She cured so many different things, but they came in every day. Can you imagine coming in to receive Reiki every single day?
I would love that.
Oh my gosh. And because of the society we're in now, everything is get rich quick, or fast food, we need it now, instant gratification. And sometimes we need to work on our stuff to heal. And Reiki peels back the layers, like Theta peels back all the layers, so that you can get to the root and you can heal it. And then you see the change. And until that, you feel it slowly but surely. I have women that are coming to me and they're on 12-week programs and 7-week programs and 9-week programs, and they don't want to end it.
Right.
And they're like, oh my gosh, this was the best thing that you ever
Because it
created.
can become a lifestyle.
And it is. And we get together in my programs. You don't get an hour session. You're with me for 2 hours a week. And we really dig, and we get into it, and I incorporate soul retrieval and all different sorts of crystal healing and things like that, just to activate, because everything helps. It's not just one healing modality. If you haven't tried Reiki, try Reiki. But if you haven't tried the new paradigm or the Shambhala energy that's out there, that's amazing too. All of it is really amazing.
Try it all. Try it all. And for those of you
Explore.
at home, because I know some people are still on the fence with Reiki, so I'll use massage, because massage seems to be very well accepted.
Absolutely.
And it's the same type of. Here's where I'm going with this. Okay, so
gonna come out wrong.
massage. I'll probably screw this up, but
It'll be fine.
okay, with massage, right? You go get a massage and it relaxes you, and you know when you're with that masseuse, they talk to you and they say you should be getting massage weekly, bi-weekly, because you're constantly going to harness that stress again, or whether you work out a lot, exercise, whatever it is. But whatever it is that you're carrying, it's still going to come back. So it's more beneficial more often, more times that you go. So it's the same with Reiki.
Yes.
So I'm just saying it for maybe you sports enthusiasts out there that possibly
I treat a lot
have
of
never
men,
tried Reiki.
believe it or not. And my husband, he gets a lot of aches and pains, and he's a blue-collar worker, and he works himself sometimes to the bone, I say, and he comes home and he's aching. And it doesn't matter what time of night it is, and I will sit there and I'll offer him a session, and I'll say, honey, you want to have a little healing? And he's such a good guy. He goes, oh no, it's okay, you've been doing it all day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really, I'll give you 25 minutes or half an hour, whatever it is, just like stop it, quiet, shh, let me do it. And facilitate for you. And after I facilitate for him, whatever the pain is, how did that feel? And I go, do you feel any better? And I'll go, yeah, thanks. And at least he might be able to relax a little bit more or fall asleep faster. I know that we had facilitated on him. He had some knee injury. He had a torn meniscus. Magically, all of a sudden, didn't need surgery. I don't know why it is,
Shocker.
Who knows?
Can't say for sure.
I can't say that it was the Reiki, but something happened.
It was
I can't
weird.
explain it. And that's the miracle of how all of a sudden things can shift. Tumors can disappear. All of a sudden you can get a hold of your anxiety, and maybe you don't feel so depressed anymore. And that's a miracle, is it not? Or maybe the miracle is just allowing yourself to have 1 hour a week or every 2 weeks just for you to receive. I would want that. I love that.
You need it.
Yeah.
You so need it.
I wish I had a little Reiki person in my pocket so I could just take them out.
A Reiki in my pocket.
A little Reiki
oh,
in
we
my
could
pocket.
create that.
Yeah.
There
Could
we
you
go.
imagine like a little doll and we call it a Reiki doll? Reiki in
I
my
love it.
pocket.
Reiki man.
Reiki man. I have a Reiki man. There is a Reiki man.
Don't make me laugh. Again, one of those gross coughs
Tiff.
when you laugh and you start coughing. So that's why I'm like,
Don't
no.
cough.
so, okay, I know we do have to wrap up the show.
Yes.
But
I'm
I
getting
wanted
looks.
to just kind of go over a little bit more. Again, where can we find the Blue Angel Healing Center?
Blue Angel Healing is located at 40 North Main Street. That's Route 58 in Carver, Massachusetts. I am located inside the Landmark Center building. It is a series of 3 buildings. I am the middle blue building, and I'm where the old salon used to be, and I finally got my sign. So that's going to be out there very, very soon.
And your big event, Harvest Moon Fair, when is that happening?
That is Harvest Moon Fair is happening on Saturday, October 26th from 11 to 4. So come on down, bring your friends, bring your kids, bring your family. It's all for a great cause.
Everyone.
Bring everyone you know.
And just to be clear, there's no price to get in, correct? Or is there?
It's a fundraiser.
Okay.
So it's
You
very
don't
small.
tell us what it is.
Oh,
but,
no, it's really small.
So very small fee
Very,
to get in?
very
Okay.
small.
Because we didn't clarify that. So
That's okay.
Just so people know.
Yeah. Oh, no, there
it's
is a
all
small
for a good
fee.
cost.
Yeah.
So definitely come down, check us out. And Jodi's information's been on the screen the whole time. So we don't have to. we don't have to
So
look
come
it up,
see
but-
me at Blue Angel
Yes.
Healing.
And
I'm excited.
we
gonna be
will
awesome.
be back next week, so definitely check us out. We had some issues with the chat room tonight, but they will all be fixed next week. So
Thank you, everybody.
come back, see us again. Bye, everyone.
Bye. See you next week.